Okay, so in this video, I'm going to show you how to work through loops. So there are two different types of loops. If I just move this out of the way a little bit, you've got for loops, which run a certain number of times. So if you know how many times it's going to run, so if you know you're like printing out, I don't know, 10 things, you're going to run it 10 times. If you are running something that you don't know how many times it's going to loop for, you would do a while loop. So this could be where you've got an air conditioning unit and it just runs forever. So while the temperature is greater than 22 degrees, turn on the fan. You don't know how many times that's going to run. It's just going to literally keep checking that situation. Whereas if you had actually another while loop, you can do a loop while the person doesn't get their password correct. You can keep asking them to enter a new password. You could obviously set a parameter on that where you could say don't run more than 3 times. So let's have a go at while loops. So this is how you count 20. So a equals 1. So we're setting a variable, setting it equal to 1. We're creating the while loop. So while a is less than, and if you put your hands out and make the little crocodiles, your left hand makes the less than sign. So it's really useful to remember that. And it's located beside M. So if you look at M on the keyboard, you'll find it there. So while a is less than, I'm going to do 20 for the moment because we're going to count up to 20. I'm just going to show you why it doesn't work. So we always finish a while line off with a colon. We're again then going to print a. So a is 1, while a is less than 20. 1 is less than 20. It's going to print a. Now what we need to do is, if I run that, F5, enter, that would just, sorry, let me show you that running there. I'm just going to save that on my desktop because I've got a delete folder on there. Okay, so what you see is it will run forever. You can see this getting bigger and bigger. So what's happening is A is forever less than 20 because it's 1 forever. So what we need to do then is we need to make A little bit bigger. So we're going to say A is equal to, so we've got, at the moment, we've got 1 in the jar and we're saying A is now equal to whatever's in the jar. So that's going to be, so that's why we're saying A. We're saying whatever's in that jar already, add 1 to it. F5, enter. And you can see that runs up to 19. So what we need to do is we need to somehow make 21 bigger. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add 1 to it. It's going to go 21. This time when I press F5, enter, it's going to go all the way up to 20. Now what you're going to do is you're going to do these little tasks down here. So count from 10 to 40. Well, I look in here and I go, right, I'm going to start at the number 10. Where did I start here? Oh, I started at the number 1. So I've got to adapt that one. So I'm going to change that to 10. Now, at the moment, we know that it ended at 21. I want it to end at, it ended at 20. I know that I want it to end at 40. So I'm going to adapt that one. Everything else stays the same in there. F5, enter. It's going to run all the way down to 40. Now, if you're feeling confident and you kind of get that, go ahead and try the rest of these questions. If you're not too sure, I'm going to go through each of them and you can come back. So you can just pause and then you can come back and watch it later. Okay. In task 2, we're looking for it to jump up in 2s. So I look down here and I think, well, how did it go up in 1s? Ah, that one there. So I'm going to change that to 2. F5, enter. Now it's going 10, 12, 14, 16. And again, it goes all the way up to 40. And clearly I've repeated the same question twice there. Oops. Right. Count from 40 to 10. So now we're thinking, right, okay, I need to come downward. So I need to start at 40. So then I'm going to change that one. And this logic is going to change. While A is less than 41. Right, in fact, we're going to go to 10, so I'm going to change that to 10. So is 40 less than 10? No, it's not. So that is not true. That's false. So this loop will not run. So we need to do something slightly different. We're going to have to make this greater than. So while 40 is greater than 10, is 40 greater than 10? Yes, it is. Print A. This time, though, we are going to count down. So I need to change this to minus, and this one is just in 1s. So F5, enter. So as you can see, it is counting downward this time. And if I just go up here, so you can see the last number, it's gone down to 11. Okay, so we're thinking, right, how do we turn that into a 10? So if I change this to 9, make it one lower. And now it goes down to 10. So it's all about looking at the pattern of what you have and seeing if you can change it. The last question is a word-based one. So we're going to set a variable called there equal to the word. I'm going to do it lowercase. Oops. The word no. And what I want to do is, this is if you're going somewhere, you got a little sibling who keeps saying, over there yet, over there yet. So we're going to keep saying no until we actually get there. So while there is equal to, and remember when we're comparing two things, we use a double equal. While there is equal to no. So is there equal to no? Yes, it is. So this bit's going to run. So while this is true, we're going to do this. We're going to say, and we're going to ask them, are we there? So we're going to say there is equal to, we're going to have to ask them a question. So if you look on the wall, we're following name. So input, are we there yet? I'm going to do my usual. I'm going to do a colon, close my speech marks, close my bracket. We only need one bracket because we've got one bracket on the left. Okay, so what we're saying is there is equal to no. While there is equal to no, is that true? Yes, it is. We're going to say, are we there yet? If they type no, it's going to come back here. It's going to say, is there equal to no? Yes, it is. And then if it's anything else, it's going to hop out of that loop. Are we there yet? No. Are we there yet? No. And the loop ends. If you wanted to, you could even put something in like print. Okay. Something like that, just finish it off nicely. So that they are your while loops.